What's going on, Samuel?
What's up, guys? Shit, back again. Another podcast coming, and yeah. What's up with you? How's life going? How's life been?
Pretty good. Just busy, bro. It's the last month of April, and yeah, it's crunch time for me. A lot of things are falling into place, and yeah, just busy, bro. Pretty much.
You wanna tell the people that how you got approved to the hackathon?
Shoot, yeah. I have a couple announcements for sure. I guess we'll just start off. I'll be in Miami coming up May 5th through the 8th for Consensus 2026.
Heck yeah!
So I'm pretty excited about that. I wasn't even expecting to go, to be honest. They didn't message it up until like a few days ago. So it was very.
You think they had a lot of applicants to look over, or what do you think that process was like?
Yeah, the last stat I saw that there was over 1,000
Oh,
applicants,
okay.
and so they go through them thoroughly, obviously, and I'm just fortunate enough to get picked. Because I think the last week we were saying off record, I didn't, I was telling you how I didn't think I got picked.
Uh-huh.
I was a little bummed out, but I kind of understood because like their hackathon gets pretty huge, dude. So, but it's exciting. It's during my graduation, so I won't have to walk.
That'll be your graduation gift
Pretty
slash
much.
vacation.
Pretty much
Right.
a little graduation gift to myself. So I'm excited about that.
How many people were at the one in London?
Oof, couple hundred people.
You think it'll be like the same format in Miami?
It's a lot bigger.
Oh, really?
It's a bigger convention. They're gonna have way more people. I think from the guest speakers, you said there was going to be A-Rod was
Uh-huh.
going to be there. They also announced Michael Saylor. He's going to.
Oh,
be
really?
there.
Oh, that's a new one. Oh, okay, that's pretty dope, bro. Honestly,
Yeah. So there's some big.
why
people
do you
going.
think he's there? He's more of a big, or just because it's a crypto thing?
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
Yeah, that's a man. He like I think we might have. I don't know if we talked about it on record, but he's definitely heavily invested into Bitcoin.
Oh, for sure, dude.
And so we'll see how that goes. One thing, bro, that I wanted to talk about. Did you see the Trump tweet where he went at like Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones, what's that black girl, Candace Owens? Did you see him go at them?
I saw that. I didn't look too much into it. What was he saying?
Well, I don't know if you noticed lately. For sure, Tucker has been going at Trump, and Alex Jones hasn't necessarily been like going at Trump, but he's been I guess upset of things with the war in Iran and things like that, but so Trump came out. It was a pretty big paragraph. I think he released it on Truth Social, but everything he posts on there, they'll post it on X. And but I did think it was a pretty crazy, bro. And because there to me they were journalists or reporters that weren't on the Democratic side, and but and they helped Trump, and for now to him to be like to be going against them, I thought it was pretty crazy. But I have noticed how the journalists have kind of been writing about him different. But I guess a lot of it is this Iran situation. I think I saw that Trump's what do you call it, approval rating from the country has been where it's the lowest it's ever been. I think gas and for sure Monahan's, bro, it was $4.05. I've never seen gas prices like that. And so I think the war or the conflict in Iran is affecting the Trump approval for sure. So and it was just crazy to see those certain people like go at Trump, and now Trump's coming back at them.
No, I get you. It is very interesting. I mean, yeah, obviously starting a war that no one wants is going to kind of do that to you.
Right.
And then also the repercussions of that, like with gas prices being at its all-time highs. I don't think we've ever had, a situation like this,
I've never I can't never remember gas prices at this amount.
No, for sure, dude. And it's probably just going to get worse. I know right now we're
That's
in
crazy.
a ceasefire with Iran. Like it was a 2-week ceasefire. So that's kind of why prices have dumped a little bit, but we'll see how long that lasts because
Did you see reports like a day after the ceasefire, Israel attacked Iran or something like that?
they probably would. They probably do everything they can to mess it up.
Man, that's so crazy, huh?
It is, dude. It's insane. It's unfortunate that we have that. That's the
That
situation we're
relationship with Israel, uh,
in. For real,
and
dude.
that relationship with Israel and the way that they act, honestly, like they really don't care what I guess the what some people say like they that was that which it kind of is like disrespectful, right? If the United States and Iran had a agreement to cease fire and them, for them to do that, that to me is pretty disrespectful,
I would agree. Yeah, I would. I mean, that's messing up the plans, but again, it benefits Israel for us to be at war with Iran. So
right?
they would do everything they can to keep that going as long as possible. Um, well, I'm hoping that a deal was reached, and then we're able to retreat and not get and have any sort of draft or any
Right?
sort of like
Yeah,
ground invasion or send ground troops. I just
that
don't.
would suck, bro. Honestly,
It would, dude.
I wouldn't like to see. First of all, I would really never like to see a draft, right? I would never like to see a draft, and I really don't want to see boots on the ground over there in Iran because that to me is even kind of like is like a World War III thing,
I would say once we do that, that's
It kind of starts.
it kind of does start it because isn't like Russia and China supposed to back Iran?
Well, I know for sure they're big business partners with the oil. So much that I see is of the what I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce it right. The Strait of Hamas. Like a lot of I feel like a lot of things, or I just always see that mentioned and everything. The Strait of Hamas. And something happened today too. Where I think they Israel, not Israel, Iran might have stopped some tankers because of the firing from Israel that they did onto Iran. So it's just pretty crazy to hear. And how long this is? It's probably been what do you think, like 8 weeks since all of this has been going on.
Yeah, pretty much. About what I think.
In Feb, do you think like in the beginning of March it started?
Yeah.
All of this started.
Well, I could tell you right now that the ceasefire is working because oil price is down to $89. So that is something.
Did you see it? Does it show like a chart of how much it was like last week?
Mm-hmm.
What was it at last week?
Dude, last week was crazy. 5 days ago, on the 7th, it was at $100.
4 days ago.
Mm-hmm. And then on the 6th, it was 112.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What does it show like what was the all time high?
All time high.
Like, can you see it like on a?
I'm trying to look at it.
That's a nice graph.
I think it was like what during the COVID time was like 120.
Oh, really? I don't. COVID.
Yeah, no, the highest time was probably just after COVID.
And it was around those prices, 120.
Yeah, 120.
Wow.
So we're kind of reaching that.
So I don't know how it relates right to the oil price, the price of barrel, and then how that relates to gas prices. But
So we started the conflict on February 28th
oh,
with
okay.
Iran. So
we're barely like 6 weeks, I guess you could say 6 weeks.
Yeah, 6 weeks, and I'm pretty sure Trump thought they were gonna
Be done with it by already.
Yeah, more likely he probably thought because they took off Venezuela.
You know what's something crazy I saw? Did you hear about the airman that was lost in Iran?
Yeah.
And did you see the technology that they used to find him?
I heard about it. What was it?
The like from his heartbeat, like they found him because they found his heartbeat in the wild, like.
That's insane, right? A heartbeat sensor,
right? Well, that means you literally can't hide from.
You can't hide from fucking.
You can't hide from the U.S. government or their allies, honestly.
So they know where Jeffrey Epstein is.
Hey, man, he's probably right in the countryside over there in Israel. You did see that one post about the. I don't know if we had talked about it on the pod before, where that one guy that he was a worker for the prison, and he posted it on a like on a private site where he wouldn't be his name wouldn't be given up, but that he saw a van pull up to the prison, and they took a guy away, and like they didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, I did see some of that. I do think it was I think the site you were referring to was 4chan, right?
For chat.
4chan, like four and then CHAN.
Oh, okay.
It was like an anonymous Reddit board as well. And yeah, I did see that theory. And there's actually this dude that's floating around that he might be Jeffrey Epstein.
The one in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
What's his
he
name?
came on some YouTube. I don't know his name, but he you know Steve who Steve will do it is.
Yeah.
I think he's had him on some of his vlogs. But to be honest, bro, I do think there is a high possibility that he is in Israel. He didn't die. Like I thought that was to the listeners out there, y'all should look that up. What I'm talking about, and I think that's like the biggest like sign that bro, if El Chapo could escape from the prisons in Mexico, and he was like they're like running, they had the most power over there. Imagine how Epstein, with who has the most power here, how he could the things that he could do.
Oh, for sure, dude.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he's chilling in the countryside over there in Israel,
Right.
where he's put a lot of Jews when they that are like high in power, when they get in trouble or when they do something, bro, they just fly back to Israel, and they're protected over there.
Right.
Have you ever heard of the Palestine news network on YouTube?
Mm-mm.
Bro, he's always over there. He's in Washington. He's in Washington D.C. and he's actually a Palestinian, and so he's always over there, bro. And when he goes out to people, he asks them America or Israel first. And the reactions that people give him, bro, is like is kind of incredible, right? You would expect that people are working there in Washington D.C. that they would always be saying America first, and that's not what like. That only probably happens like 10% of the time.
Really? That's crazy. So like they're just always Israel first. Like now, fool.
To be honest, bro, they don't even answer it. They're scared of the question or to answer it. And nah, that guy's great. He's a comedian, and like he's well educated, and man, he really goes at the people, bro.
Yeah.
I recommend that to the people too. He does it. He does shorts on YouTube. He's probably on TikTok too. I would say Palestinian News Network. So I think that's pretty cool content. But he really goes at the people, bro. Honestly. And then that's his second question: do you support the war in Iran? And they're not wanting. A lot of people don't want to give him the time of day, but I think I wish I had his name, but
that's rude. Is it because he's Pakistani?
Palestinian.
Palestinian, okay.
Uh-huh. And
that's right. There's a difference there.
I think he's pretty funny. You know what's a crazy thing, bro? Have you ever heard of the tunnels or the tunnels or that? But I don't think you have a Facebook, right?
No.
There's one dude that he's always posting on Facebook that. Do you know where the Home Depot is in Midland?
Okay, yeah.
He lives behind the Home Depot in Midland, bro, and he has a theory that under his house is where they built underground homes, and some of them said it was between like $2 and $4 million worth of that home. So I guess that's why they because he says that they try to kill him, like, and that there's always people in his house, and he's on his name's Buddy something. But he has a YouTube channel, and I was looking at his videos, bro, and like the things that he's gone through, like, is pretty crazy. I would think it's organized crime that that's going after him, but to me it's scary because it's the police, and then, like, I guess you could say probably cartel people. But he says everybody knows, bro, like the Texas government, the local government there in Midland, all the journalists, and they've never helped him. And I really think that guy has an interesting story.
Dude, we should go expose it.
Bro, I was telling that to this girl, and she was saying, "What do you think that would draw like heat on us, like to mess with people like that?"
Of course, dude. You do. Like when you get to a certain point, that's why imagine like you just imagine you're fucking Tucker Carlson, bro.
Oh, right,
Right?
all right, okay.
He's already getting called out by the president
I
of
know,
the United
right?
States. Imagine you're just chilling one day and just like president's talking shit about you.
Or not, and not just that. The that they wanted to do like a. I guess how the CIA was investigating him for when he did that interview with Iranian
Yeah.
people. So they're like watching him and looking through all his stuff, bro. So I guess it is pretty crazy when you go when you're trying to unveil the things that evil is doing.
So going back to that, that person, does he have like what other proof does he have? Has he been into the Home Depot? Like I'm about to go check out Home Depot myself.
Well, right, how his house is. Well, the way he started off on his videos on YouTube is he would like do traps, like he would set up traps on his doors, and that's how he knew for sure people were coming in, like because they're he would have like some kind of metal on the door, and if you open it, then that thing stays open, and when you close it, it doesn't come back. So that's how he knew people were coming in and out of his house when he wasn't there. But what's scarier, bro, is like 2 weeks before he bought the house, that homeowner was killed or he died. But there's two death warrants or death reports, and one was in Midland and one was in Fort Worth or in the Dallas area.
Dude, if you feel like that, how come you have not explored the entirety of your entire house?
And that's what a lot of people tell him, like, why don't you dig?
I would be like pushing every wall, because obviously they're coming in from somewhere.
From
right?
somewhere. And bro, he's locked up the windows, the doors, the things in the attic, like any place where people could come into.
So do you think this group, I guess we could say, has a tunnel up into like that, pretty much a tunnel system that is pretty much easy entry to people's houses, and they use that as a way to get to their victims? Is that what you think, or you think is like a human trafficking thing, and maybe he's pulling on a thread too much, and they're trying to like take care of him? What do you think?
Well, I think it's the fact that there may be that expensive underground home is under his home, and they just want to control that house, and but like I don't know, because he says he still finds stuff in his attics, so like he don't. That's what I don't understand. Why is there people like why would they be wanting to be in his attic? You know what's the crazy thing he said, bro? One time he was asleep and he woke up because how he has so much locks in his house. That somebody was in his drawer looking through, trying to find locks or the keys to the locks, and that he was so terrified that he pretended that he was asleep. Because I mean, imagine that would be terrifying, honestly.
True.
And he said they've tried to call him schizo or things like that, and
dude, if I was him, again, set up cameras, provide proof.
And which he has, honestly. There, that's why I do recommend to go watch his YouTube channel. But he's big on Facebook too. He likes to post a lot on Facebook, and pretty much nobody's listening to him, bro. Honestly.
Damn, how did you discover him?
Facebook. I just came across his page, and I started. It was very interesting in my opinion, especially because how it's so it's Midland, bro. It's so close to us,
Yeah.
And to see he calls them the secret police because he says when he got shot, bro, the police went to his house and there's no, like, how they had to do police reports of everything.
Yeah.
There's no police reports of him ever being there's no police reports of the police ever being there. So there and then like when he got shot and he got rushed to the hospital, he recorded them in his house, looking for like evidence and recordings and mics that he had in. So they even they have taken a lot of his evidence. To be honest, I do think he's a very smart guy for like like the things that he has set up. But that he's definitely gone against a tough opponent. And but yeah, he said he's hit up everybody, Newswest 9, CBS, and like even every journalist, and nobody would ever want to cover that story.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, dude.
Right? It's a miracle of God that he's stayed alive. He says that there's still, because I guess he has some cancer. He says and I don't know about cancer. He has cancer, but he has a sickness, and he says that like they're poisoning him, because how they have so much easy access to his house.
Ooh.
But it's pretty scary, bro. And he says that there's reports of other people complaining about people being in their attics.
Hmm.
That's why when I talked to Trey yesterday, I asked him, "Have you ever heard of people in attics in Midland?" But he says he don't live in that area of Midland. But do you know why they built the underground homes in Midland?
Why is that?
Because of the Bush family. You know how they were in Midland.
Yeah.
So I guess like how they're like high government officials. I don't know why they would, but they did build them. Like I think they said there's like two or three like very expensive homes like that underground. So
So, okay, I think we're back now.
mic check, mic check.
Yeah. Sorry about that. We got cut off. So we were talking about the homes, right? Being under his house. There's a
Yeah,
couple of them.
underground homes, tunnels. Which yeah, but his name's Buddy Wayne, which he's very popular on Facebook. If anybody wants to go check out the story.
Yeah. Hopefully this story gets attention. I want, you know, I feel like if he's
And
speaking the truth, it
right,
sucks
it
when
should be right. The truth shall set you free.
hopefully he's not, experiencing this alone because his story should be heard. Right?
I don't. Have you ever heard of those reports like of people in attics?
I have. It's kind of creepy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Imagine just someone just living at your house in the attic.
And that's another reason he says that people live in the attics because of how the housing is so high. That they could just get like free housing. So that's why they would like to do that. But that's and since we're speaking on the Midland topic, bro, and how we've been covering Mr. Tommy Gonzalez, the city manager of Midland, which shout out to Nino America, bro. You know who that is, right?
Yeah.
Man, he's really been going at him and stuff like that, and now it looks like we might have one of our, or not necessarily on that level, but the lady's name is, or her name on Facebook is Nancy Barber, and she recently had she went to what do you call it when you go and speak to the city council?
I think you're just going out there to just be a concerned citizen, right?
Right, and you have 3 minutes, and I guess she went to go and speak, and she let them know how she feels, and she had her 3 minutes came up, and she wasn't able to finish saying everything that she wanted to say, but she went on there, bro. Uh, right, and she said what she had to say, which I want to go and check it out after the pod. I don't I want to see what she had to say. And then she went and posted on her Facebook, bro, how much the city manager of Pecos gets paid, right? The city manager of Pecos makes 180K, and then he put how much his assistant makes, and she makes 140K. And but check this out, bro. He has three assistants, and so right, the first assistant city manager makes 140K, and then the assistant to the next assistant makes 60K, 59, and then another assistant makes 155K. So those are like three assistants, and getting paid pretty well, honestly. And then, but still, bro, Tommy has been making more money than all of them. He's made 216K from the city of Pecos. So he's been getting paid more than our own city manager, and which all that together is 750K. Which the only thing I see wrong with this is well, first of all, that Tommy, that we have Tommy, right? I don't think that he should have that position. And then man, to have two assistants making 140, 150K, that's those are assistants. They're making that's a pretty great job, bro.
Dude, that's an amazing job.
Right?
Honestly.
As an assistant,
Dude, I will be someone's assistant for
For that much?
140 grand a year.
Even the lady that's making 60K a year, that's really how much I would think assistant would be getting paid.
Yeah, honestly, I would think any city official would be getting roughly around that much. I would not expect the assistants be making 140, which is insane. Like I just chose the wrong career path.
Man, who knows but you know what's crazy, bro? The city council is the one that makes the budget, right, for the city, and they're the ones that tell the city manager how much he's going to get paid. Mm-hmm. So this all goes back to the city council too, you know.
Ooh, so the city council's just scratching each other's backs,
or they're scratching some people's backs. I don't know if they're scratching their own. Yeah, there's been no reports of the city council members making money or anything like that. But you never know. I thought it was weird that
well, they don't make money through deals like that. They make money through deals like, oh, let me push this proposal that will benefit my business because it could, like,
help me make money
or shut down my competition.
Okay.
There's ways to make money without directly, like, hand to cash type of ordeal. So I'd imagine anyone who gets into the city council, really, that's kind of what their purpose is generally. I don't think, I think we're all just too selfish in a sense. I do think there's some of them out there that really do want to see the city do well, and but like most of the time when politics and business go hand in hand, because it's the businesses that are donating to the politics. So either way, they're gonna have some sort of they're gonna look for
some allegiance.
Yeah, some allegiance and something that kind of like benefits both. Mm-hmm. So that's just my opinion. I'm probably wrong, but that's what it looks like as an outsider looking in.
Who knows, bro? How it feels like to know what everything going on, and right? The only way to know is like if you're actually there in the city council or in the city. But that's pretty crazy, bro. $750K. All just for
so she just came up and pretty much just aired out people's
right. Well, this is all she got it from I don't know, like the city website or like tax information. She it's all public information pretty much.
Yeah.
So she went and looked it up on it. She did do that, and but like I do want to see the city. I want to see the clip of her, and what she told the people. And so, well, I want to check it out after the pod. But y'all guys too, the listeners, y'all could go and go and see her clip also on the YouTube. The city council or the city of Pecos has their own YouTube channel where they show the city council meetings. The next city council meeting will be on April 23rd, and she posted "Speak to Fire Tommy." So hey, bro, people are on that dude's ass, which it should be, right? I don't think it's fair. Everybody goes hard. Everybody has to go out and work hard, bro, to make and nobody makes as much money as Tommy's making. Unless you're a high business, unless you're a good business,
Can you just imagine you're Tommy right now? It's like, motherfuckers, y'all leave me alone,
right?
Y'all are just hating me. I'm out here getting paid,
bro. So yeah, and but that's why I like how Nino America, he does go at him over there. And there's groups of people, Midland citizens, that are upset too, and they go and speak at the Midland City Council meetings. So there is people that are upset about this situation. So it's good that it's all come to light, honestly. So
it is. It's real good.
We'll keep covering it and see how things go. But
that's interesting. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep covering it.
Which we had from the beginning when we first
honestly, when we first started recording, I think this is when the story broke, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This has been our reoccurring story that we keep coming back to. This was going to break us off, right? It is going to be the story that pops us off, dude. You know what story I was thinking about the other day, and this is a throwback. So this is, I don't know how, if I was to I'm just going off. Do you remember Monica Carrasco?
Monica Carrasco.
She was a teenager from Balmorhea. She disappeared on October 2nd.
Like in the early 2000s?
2003.
Actually, bro, that's crazy that you bring that up. My mom asked me like what do you think happened to her? Honestly.
Really?
Or is she from Balmorhea or from outside?
Yeah, she's from Balmorhea.
Do you think that she was trafficked?
Okay.
How old?
Okay, so here's how I went down this rabbit hole, right? Okay. First of all, I went down this rabbit hole because I think the woman that you were just talking about, She was it recently that she passed away? The woman, the one from Alpine that you're thinking of?
No, no.
Okay, well, I'll come back to that. We'll probably do this a recurring theme, a little morbid type of theme that I kind of like. Well, so I was going down this rabbit hole of this woman who got murdered in Alpine. I'll talk about her on the next
Oh,
pod.
okay.
But I started talking to my wife about her because they made a memorial spot for her, and I just thought it was
Oh,
it was
like in Alpine or at the campus or?
yeah, Alpine at the
Yeah.
campus. I just thought it was beautiful, and I was talking to my
Nice.
wife about it, and then we were talking about our favorite show, Crime Junkies. I don't
Oh,
know if you
okay.
heard of it. It's a podcast, and this podcast of these two women who pretty much go over unsolved mysteries, crimes, etc., like that. So when I was talking to my wife, like, oh, wouldn't it be interesting if I was to submit, that person, that college student's story, just
Oh.
to get coverage and stuff like that. She said, well, why instead of that story, why don't you were to do the Monica Carrasco story?
Oh, okay.
And that made me bring it up again. I was like, dude, I forgot about, unfortunately, things like that happen, and as you go on, because this case is already, if you think about it, over 23 years.
Oh, in 2003 it happened?
Yeah, 2003,
Wow.
October 2nd, 2003. Now, this is, and when I was doing research on her, the story is covered pretty well, dude. For example, I'm getting this info from the FBI.gov.
Oh, no way.
Yes, sir. And I'm just going to read you off the official page.
Okay.
And we got a female Hispanic,
Uh-huh.
age 16 at the time of
Wow,
disappearance,
Wow.
height 5'5", weight 110 pounds, hair is black with red streaks, eyes are brown, and she has a chickenpox scar on her forehead, suffers from depression, and I didn't know all these details, watch that I'm about to read. She suffered from depression, schizophrenia,
Oh,
and
snap.
has a eating disorder.
Oh, okay.
Right? On October 2nd, 2003, Carrasco was last seen by her cousins as she went to bed. The next morning, when her room was checked, Carrasco was missing. Her
Wow.
room had a door leading to the outside. It was unlocked. Carrasco left wearing her beige nightgown, and her Bible was not in her room.
Wow.
That was the last time she was ever seen. No signs of struggles. And obviously, they probably searched the area and stuff like that too, right? So it
And
just
Balmorhay's a small town,
it's
right?
a-
It was in Balmorhey where her
Yeah.
home is?
just for listeners not knowing, Balmorhey, Texas is a small town located just 30-40 minutes away from us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small lake, a lot smaller than the town that we're from.
The population is probably between 100 and 200 people, I would say. So
yeah, it's
very, very small town.
So when this story broke, of course we heard.
But it is in the mountains, It's like the beginning of the Fort Davis Mountains, Balmorhey.
It is, and it's not just that place too. That the FBI, there's the Texas DPS that has her listed, and just various other reputable sites that I didn't realize that
they have information that the public might not necessarily know.
Yeah. So, but
So they said she suffered from schizophrenia.
Yep.
Man, so that's.
Do you remember where you were at that time?
Nah, I was
2003.
I was 7, bro. I didn't even.
You don't have any family relatives or any family members linking.
Right now, no, I could ask though. I do. I have my aunt's husband is from Balmorhey, so I mean, I could ask them. Man, I don't have
no thoughts. Well, I remember it's 2003. I was 6 years from high school. Dang.
So you're like in middle school?
Yeah, middle school, barely hitting junior high, probably 6th grade, really. And what I remember most about her is that we used to have a little property out there in Balmorhey on the lake. My parents did.
Oh, really?
So when that story happened, me and my cousins, we would walk around. We would walk around the lake, and we would say we were kind of looking for her, like on some stand with me type of stuff. So, that was my earliest memory of her. But yeah, I just thought that she shouldn't be forgotten,
right? And man, well, what do you think happened, bro? What do you think?
Dude,
just crazy to hear that she has schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia, and I hate that they put that label on her,
right?
Because immediately you're gonna think, oh, she's just crazy, right? That's immediately, and I disagree. I think that.
What is that schizophrenia though? Like
I think when you
start to hear things or see things in your mind.
Yeah, something
Man,
like that.
that's pretty crazy, bro. Have you ever had a bad trip off of weed or like any other kind of
Mm,
hallucination?
I did do, back then around that the high school time, around the 2007s, 8 and 9s, there was a K2 and
Oh,
Spice
okay.
was the hot thing because like it was the the dope
Right.
that wasn't that wouldn't come
You
out in the
wouldn't be
drug
drug
test.
tested, yeah.
Yeah. So that was the craze. And me and a buddy one time we did that thinking it was just regular, regular Mary Jane,
Uh-huh.
but we were hitting it hard, and it turned out to be some of that K2 stuff.
Dang,
And man, was that the worst
dang.
experience
What
of
did you
my.
say you were, like eighth grader? Or
No, that was
you're a little older?
yeah, that was like I was about to graduate.
Oh, okay.
So
Dang.
around that time, like, dude, I will not forget because what stuck with me the most is that like when you get high, that feeling eventually fades away,
The
right?
high?
Yeah.
Right.
This one, it would fade away, but like it would come back
Dang.
randomly later.
Dang.
You didn't know when,
Oh, okay.
and it was like that for a good week.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, dude, I'd fall
Dang.
asleep, be
No
chilling,
way,
and
bro.
wake up and still feel high. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Like if you just hit.
Yeah, like when is this ever gonna go away?
Dang,
And
bro.
my buddy who did it with me had the exact same experiences.
Oh, okay.
Like we would be like days later, like, dude, do you still feel like that? He's like, yeah, bro. We're like, what the fuck?
Dang.
And
So
that-
the reason I had asked you that, do you think that's how the schizo friendly people feel?
no, I think they probably have schizos. They probably
They
like,
have like, cause that to me, bro, it sounds like a wave. You know what you experience, like a
yeah,
wave of a wave of something. You know?
yeah. Nah, dude, I don't know. I from what other people have talked about, how schizophrenia is like they hear voices,
Oh, okay.
in their head, or like they'll think of some, or like something will happen, and they would think that it was it was something else, or
Like for me, the worst trip I had when I smoked weed. I remember one time I took a break for 3 months, and I smoked a blunt, bro. Like if I was a daily smoker again, and man, bro, like 20 minutes later, bro, we're on our way to the Chinese buffet, and I thought my friends were in the cartel, and I was being set up, bro. And like the it was like so crazy, bro. Like
that's crazy, dude.
and
For
like I
real.
couldn't even tell like if it was real or not. You know, like it was just crazy, bro. Like the way that I thought and perceived
Like
it.
you believed it, like
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real. Like you legit believed like you were about to get set up by your cousins.
Bro, I walked out. You know, like I walked out of
Mid
the
mid eating and shit, you just got up and left.
no, because I don't my friend, because my he didn't smoke, bro, and so I don't know if he was fucking with me or not. Like, so it made it worse, you know. So I walked out, bro, the Chinese buffet over there in Odessa, and I walked to the mall, bro, and like I couldn't trust nobody, bro. But it just so happened that I ran into my cousin, and I felt some kind of comfort, you know. But like I really, I even told the police, bro, the police at the mall. I was like I think I smoked too much weed, and I don't know what to do. And they, you know what they told me, bro? Just go sit down and have some water. And that made me even trip out more. Like, damn, you know, like
What's going on here,
yeah, what the hell is going on, bro?
dude?
So
That sounds like the worst experience you ever had.
it was tough, bro. And so
How,
that always made me think of like the schizo stuff, because there is some. Have you heard the reports or studies that like marijuana usage can bring out the schizo in you?
yeah,
You know. So I was like, damn, you know, what if that's like somewhere back there in my brain? Because, but it was like me looking back now, like I wouldn't like if you're if you took a break or if you don't smoke, I wouldn't recommend to like smoke a whole blunt. You know, I would probably recommend just take a hit out of a bowl and take it lightly, take it slow. You know, don't act like you're Wiz Khalifa or something. You know,
this fool said I took a 3 month break, a whole blunt,
a whole blunt, bro.
And you smoked it all?
No, we couldn't finish it.
That's
But
what
I
I would
smoked like
think.
half of it still, bro. But
It was some strong stuff too, huh?
and yeah, bro. My body just in my mind, I guess they couldn't handle it, and it was a trip.
Did you ever talk to your cousins again?
No, it was a group of friends. It
Oh,
was a
okay.
group of friends, and I thought they were part of the cartel, and I thought I was being set up. and just the way everything would happen, bro. That's definitely the craziest trip I ever had.
That sounds like the worst experience ever. I'm
It,
surprised you even still smoke, to be honest, dude.
it was scary, bro. It was scary.
It sounds
Right?
horrifying.
I think that was like in 2018.
That's like one of the experiences you'd be like, yeah, and that after that,
I never, right? No, but I always, cause and then do you know, like that lady that we see here in Pecos? That white lady, she walks around Pecos.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard that she like suffers from a form of schizophrenia?
I believe it.
And but she also went through something very traumatic.
What did she go through?
I think she had she was in a car accident and her children died.
Jesus Christ.
So imagine how that could hit the mind,
Nah, that would cause me to have a full-on mental breakdown.
Right? And to the extreme,
that makes
bro.
me so fucking sad now.
Yeah, bro.
Now that I know that that was her life.
Yeah, right. And so I feel bad when I see her, and I always see her walking in the like when I'm going to the gym around the park area.
Yeah,
I always see her over there, but I feel bad for her. But that's what makes me think like what. So do you think she just what Miss Carrasco? What was her name?
Uh,
Carrasco.
Monica Carrasco.
Monica. So do you think she just like got up and walked out of her room, bro? You know what? What if she walked? Because Interstate 10 is right there on Boundary.
Yeah.
She could have. She could have just. And I don't mean no disrespect to her family, right? But I'm just thinking of something that could have happened. Because right, they still don't know what happened to her. Right, she's still missing. And they don't have no.
No leads is well. You could say it's a cold case. It's been over 20 plus years. Yeah, dude, it's just what she's honestly she's real. She's like real pretty for like. I don't think
because if the like because we're speaking about the cartel already, like the cartel and is like here in this area, like she could have been trafficked, or like what comes to my mind is she walked out of her room, bro. Maybe she was having some kind of trip and she walked to the interstate and she got picked up and we never heard from her again, which is so sad. Hopefully she didn't feel any pain or anything.
Well, I think it's just sad though, because like
that's somebody's daughter,
Yeah, that parent probably never like
got that
closure.
Yeah, there you go.
2003, damn. Well, I'm just grateful we were able to cover on here,
Yeah.
And then next week I'll cover another story.
The Alpine one?
The Alpine
I'll look into it too.
I have my own little personal my wife has her own little story about it, so I just feel like,
Hey.
Something wants
to
share.
My mom did ask me about that Bombay girl, like, wonder what happened to her, man. That's crazy, bro. Like what did happen to her?
That's cool though that we're like somehow me and your mom are tying to the same thought in that collective consciousness somehow, right? Because I just thought about her too, like what was it?
Well, and I think I'm not gonna lie. I think some post is the anniversary of her gone missing. Did it just come up?
It's on October 2nd.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
So we still got some time, but I did write to that podcast about her. Crime Junkies.
Oh, okay.
So I shared her story. So we'll see.
I'll follow up. Hey, that's pretty cool that you did that.
Maybe if I don't hear anything back, I'll shoot them again. Because obviously it's a good story.
Yeah.
And she, they're covering all these other great stories.
Oh, right, because they resolve like unsolved crimes type.
Yeah, sometimes they'll say something and like someone will call in with a tip or something.
Oh, okay.
And you never know who's listening.
Right.
Right. And if anything, right, just to get her story talked about again.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
So,
are those people that do that podcast? Are they like do they have any experience in investigating?
I would say they do, because they go thoroughly deep into it. They call people. They'll call family members. They'll really like dive into the story, especially if there's like a lot of resources like Monica's.
Oh, okay.
With the FBI files, all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure if they were to reach out to the family, the family would probably speak with them as well.
Right.
But honestly, dude, I really love their podcast because
What is the podcast called?
Crime Junkies.
Crime Junkies.
Because it's like one of the most like good examples of like how a podcast could like have physical change, you know,
in
like,
the real world.
in the
right?
real world.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like they're solving unsolved mysteries,
Right.
They're probably like they're helping bring families closure. They're helping bring in awareness.
Right.
I think that's so honorable and cool. So
No,
it's dope. And like if we could even have
a fraction of a help to start
whether it be like shedding light on
Right.
like the city council, or even just stories like this where we're just talking about you know, people who've gone missing, or
and that's tough, bro. I could only imagine as a that feeling as a parent, you know.
Yeah, and you know, and that's the thing is like as a parent, you know, like everyone else world is gonna continue going,
Right.
but you're gonna still always remember. So it's nice.
That was your world, you know. I don't have any children, bro, but I could just imagine the love that you have for your kids, you know, and like,
oh, yeah, and that shit never fades. And you know, I don't want them to ever like them. I don't want them to think like Monica's forgotten.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
She's not forgotten.
That is something that I did hear that you should like, because how my cousin CJ passed away, you know, and that is one thing that I read. Like you never. You want their parents to realize that like we're never gonna forget about this person, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a good way to think about it. How you're saying to like let the parents know that like you know, Monica is never forgotten, you know, CJ's never forgotten, you know, anybody that has lost a child, like just remember that they're not forgotten, and they're of course always going to be in the heart of the parents, you know. And,
oh yeah, for sure, dude. And honestly, these I like the podcast. I think everyone should go check it out. It's fun to listen to.
Crime Junkies.
When at night, when you're driving, and it's all spooky and shit. You're like,
you kind of get the chills, you know.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that story is creepy.
Hey. Even the setting right now that we have, it kind of fits it perfect. Outside, it's
dude.
It's cloudy outside today.
It's making me want to go investigate Home Depot right now.
Hey, bro, it's crazy, bro. Like I'm saying, even check out his YouTube. Honestly,
I will. I'll check out
channel.
Buddy when I get home today, and just check it out, dude. But I guess we're coming up close to quitting time on the pod. Anything you want to leave the listeners with?
Let me check out my YouTube channel. I think it's gonna take about 2 to 3 weeks to get my LLC.
Okay.
So the book, my book should be releasing either at the end of this month or at the beginning of May. So I'm excited to get the book out there to y'all. I'm gonna spend the rest of this year trying to market myself and selling the book, and primarily through YouTube. You know, I really like YouTube, and the podcast. This podcast helps the audience get to know me and get to know both of us. You know, they get to know our personality a little bit. But yeah, that's my one thing that I'm working on and focus on. And so hopefully by the end of this month or at the beginning of May, you know, I'll have an understanding available to everybody. And other than that, no. Well, what about you, brother?
Oh, I got a couple announcements here. So, coming up on April 18th, that's when we're going to do our space talk.
Okay.
You know, I'm trying to get more Midnight developers to come in so we could do another Midnight special since Midnight's still fresh. So stay tuned for that. Follow me and Uncle Sam on X to get the link. On the 19th of this month, I have an interview with Deep Monk Finance. They're just going to be interviewing me about my current projects I'm working on. So again, if you're on X, give me a follow. You'll be able to check that out. And I'll probably be posting that on Frontier Boys as the you know, on the YouTube channel as well. So if you miss out, you can still check it out. And so got the space talks out the way.
Same time, 7 p.m. next week?
Yes, same time, 7 p.m. next week. And let me see, what else can they expect from us?
Maybe soon in the future we would like to switch to audio and visual. You know?
Oh yeah, we do want to do a video format, and I have some ideas for a show I've been kicking around. So I would love to just experiment, and that's what this YouTube's gonna
Yeah.
be. So even Sam, if you ever have an idea, you just want to just fucking shoot the shit
Try
with.
something.
It doesn't even have to be the best quality. That's what this channel's for.
Yep.
Pretty much the Frontier Boys, and then like you could put the polished stuff on your channel.
Mm-hmm.
That way we're delivering the best on our personals, and using this as the experiment.
Right.
But and then I got the hackathon from May 5th to May 8th. So if anyone's there, want to collab or something, do an interview, would love to. And
you'll be gone those 4 days, or you'll get there a little sooner, or leave a little later, or
I'm not sure yet. Me and the wife are still talking logistics,
still game planning,
but for sure we're gonna either I'll be out there by myself or she'll be there with me. So
heck yeah, that'll be a good time for you, bro. That'll be a good time for you.
It will be, dude. It will be. But I think that's it, right?
All right.
Check out Uncle Sam's new vlog. He fasted for 24
Yes,
hours.
sir. Yeah.
Got that out the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna try on Wednesday to do a 36 hour fast. So I think I
might have to join you just so I can look good for Miami, bro. I'm not gonna go there flabby. But all right, man. It was fun like always, man. Until next time.
Catch y'all later.